How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2. Not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
MAYO 旅人、おいらこれからやるぞー。キリカさん、こんばんよ。来てくれてありがとう。こんばんよ、こんばんよ、こんばんよ。なんとね、7時間コースらしいよ。あれまあそんな感じで、はい。遠藤さん、こんばんよ。来てくれてありがとう。とっても素敵な英語発音ですねって言おうとしたらゲームボイスやった。Good evening. Thank you for coming. Welcome to my stream. あにゃんたさん、こんばんよ。来てくれてありがとう。高評価ありがとうにゃ。ありがとうにゃ。ありがとうにゃ。ありがとうにゃ。ありがとうにゃ。頑張ったでしょうね。今日頑張ったでしょうで、ご褒美しました。もうね、やっぱいいわ。もう頑張った。ってことは、マルチイベント今日までか。やったマルチイベント。ちょっとまだ残ってる人いる？全然手つかずの人いたら、あれ、先にやろうかなと思って。でもね、私ね、もうサクッとやっちゃったんだけど、もし、マルチイベントまだやってねえぞ、おいらまだやってないよみたいな、はい、旅人、いましたら、駆け込もうか。駆け込みイベント、ご褒美、大事にゃー。いや、もう本当に良かった。本当にね、これから頑張る。頑張ったし、これから頑張る。これからも頑張る。マルチイベントはサクサクよー。ね、いや、でもね、なんか一回だけ、すごい難しかったんだよね、ワンマッチ。なんか味方が一人、回線落ちていなくなって途中で。それで、なんかね、あれだけクリアできんかったのがあった、一個だけ。そんな途中で落ちるなんてあるんやなって思ってさ。よし、おいなら。何取り行く何取り行くって言っちゃった。だって今日日曜日でしょ。日曜日、何取りに行く？素材的な。素材。シロネンが、チラシがなくてもうね、何もできないけど、もう素材はあるからいっか。でもね、樹脂どうしようかな。140あるんだよね。とりあえず、濃縮に変えよう。濃縮に変えて、なんせ、7時間コースっていうらしいので、夜更かししましょう。みんなで。みんなで夜更かしだー。夜更かしだー。いくつ作っとく？ 2 つぐらいにしとくか。一応2つぐらいにして、で、もう、あれしよう。この伝説任務ってさ、いや、キニチいるからいっか。とりあえずじゃあ、もう、おいら、行ってしまうぞ。なんでこんな駆け込んでるかというとね、なんと、この、こっちか。このシロレンの伝説任務を、あと1日と19時間ってなってるじゃん。せやかって前提任務っていうの出てるじゃん。この伝説任務っていうのが、4までやんなきゃいけないじゃん。4までやんなきゃいけないとか、3もやんなきゃいけないってことじゃん。そういうことです。もうやったよって人は、復習代わりに、はい。よろしくお願いします。マジで今季、やる余裕なかった。エーペックスが悪い。エーペックスが悪い。 りすぎだよ。なんならさ、プラ4になっちゃってさ、今。あれね、やっぱりおしゃべらないね。
Ah, yes, so I've heard.
カチーナ。
So young, and yet you've already got quite the
マジでかっ
reputation.
こいい。
Wait, are you Outlanders?
かっこいい。
Travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
バグとかじゃなくて普通にカチーナ喋らないんだね。なんか最初
No,
の
the
お
only
触り
thing
だ
she
け
said
触ったじゃ
is
ん。
that a new hero had
あの
pledged
時
herself
に
to the plan, but
カチーナ
we
喋ん
need
な
to
く
forge an
て
ancient name to
後にしよう
ensure
って言
she'd
っ
be
た
able
き
to
りだよ。
return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
うん。
Oh, I
マジで
wouldn't
兄
go
弟
that
みた
far.
い。
I'm
あ、
used
姉
to
妹。
it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the
ここ
better
から
that
か
she
明
didn't
日
bring this up
起きて
at
も
the
続
time.
きやってそう。
Anyway, I can't argue with her
やっ
if
て
she
ると
isn't
思います。
here, and it'd
は
be
い。お
pointless
休
to
み
take
か
my
らおは
anger
よう
out
ま
on
で
someone
再
else.
び。
But just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
ようよなかった。
It's impossible?
そうだっ
As
た
you
の
probably
そう
know,
だったの
an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory,
なん
which
かやっぱ
grows even richer and
シロ
heavier
ネ
as
ンお
generations
迎え
of
してよかった
successors
わ。かっ
inherit
こい
it.
い。
We forge ancient names by engraving
知ら
the
しな
heroic
くて
deeds of an individual who will become the
あれだけ
first
ど
hero of that particular name.
ならオイラで十分だろう。なんかカチーナ喋らないのなんかさ、かわいそう。かわいそう。なん
But
な
they
んだ
were all
ろ
performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
う。Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands.
ほう。
Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even
Oh.
the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the YF don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all
Sparta ya
people,
ne.
should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
カチーナだけ喋らない。
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to
日
achieve
本語
the
訳がさ、
impossible.
いいよじゃなくて、いいよってなってる
Willing
の
to accept the
絶
task?
妙だね。
Well, what
よ
else
し
can
よ
I
さ
do?
こんばんよ
What's happened
来
is
てくれ
already
てありが
done,
とう
and it's not like I can outright defy the order
Oira.
of my Archon.
これからや
If
り
she
ま
gave
す。
me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her
Oi,
plan,
旅
and that
人
I'll be able to find a way to make it
魔人任
happen.
務は終わった
In
か
other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
オイラはこれからやるぞ。
Not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
そうだね。何か方法がないか考えよう。もしできなかったら、正直に言ってみる
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's
俺
existence
が
and
ガチーだ
record
な。
her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a YF when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seat Lolly at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eats Talit.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite
結構
eccentric.
年がいってる
It's
っ
hard
て
to
もう
even
こ
book
こ
a
で言わ
meeting
れて
with
たんだ。
her, given that she's constantly holed up in a room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
今日ナヒーナの誕生日だからもちろんガシン誕祭は終わってますよね。わーおわーおなんとね手つかずです。なんならおいら今から魔人任務やるぞ。おいら今から魔人任務に入るんだよ。おいら早くスメールに帰りたいんだ。てかあれ一日ごとにあれでしょ、配置が変わるっていうあれでしょ。だからさちゃんと配信でやりたいんだよね。
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, MAYOch. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
じゃあ金日お兄さんに頼もう。金日お兄さんは状況を一番よく分かってくれてるし、しなりおばあ様とも仲が良さそうだから、おばあ様って言うんだ。すごい上品なカチーナちゃんだね。ナヒーダの誕生日は祝ってないなど、これは大罪です。いやマジでさ、罪深き業も深いし、罪は深いし、もうとんでもないよ本当
I'm
に。
unsure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
よし、じゃあ今
Please
す
just
ぐ
give
呼ん
me
で
a
くる
moment to
ね。
write the letter, and we can meet up near the statue of the
なん
Seven
か
later.
結局アップデートされなかったね、カチーナちゃんのボイス。
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
じゃあ適当にブラブラするフェーズです。よいしょ。約束の場所で合流する。約束の場所82メートル。お忙しいキャラクターについては代わりに全ボイスしてくれるって。俺がカチーナだ。俺がカチーナだ。なんでカチーナだけないんだろうね。今まで私がやってきたやつ、キニチもないじゃん。またあったな。カチーナから状況が聞いた。シトラリに手紙を届けて説得してみる。ちょうどスピリットストーンの件は説明して謝らないとって思ってたしな。
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
なんでないんだろうね。ってことはムアラニが出てきてもないってこと？いいにしないでいい。みんなアニザムの計画のために頑張ってるんだからな。それにNATOの状況がどれほどひどいかってことはここにいる全員が知ってる。ここ日本語ボイス。あ、なるほどね。オイラが全部英語で喋るか。
Wait, so Kachina and the Traveler
Oira.
also know about the
オイラデュオリンゴでやっとランク8ぐらいになったんだけど、いまだにね、ハムチーズサンドイッチだよ。あ過去の英雄が目の前に出てくるのを見たとき、マラリちゃんはたくさんの記憶と知識が頭の中に入ってきたって言ってた。こっちに戻ってきた後、エンディ様はみんなにヨシの国の状況とかどうして英雄が急に現れたのかについて全部説明してくれたの。
She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
もう一つ情報がある。ある時競技場で体調を助けた。早い。オロルンってやつだ。オロルンってやつに会いに行くぞ。おいら人の配信でもうね何回もオロルンに会ってるからだ。
See, Lolly knows him too?
リコ君が先を差しを出せ。多様性だ。そう多様性だ。小さい頃から変わったやつだったそうだ。小さい頃変わったやつ。
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
小さな頃から悪ガキで15で不良と呼ばれたよ。
Makes sense.
なんだらだだだだだだだだだ。
The first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
オロロン、ちょっとさ、キニチの声さ、日本語にしたら聞けるのかな？ちょっとおしゃべり、キニチ聞きたい。変えてみるか。日本語だったら聞けるのかな？
Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of MAYOch Niche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
キニチ、お兄さん。
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
キニチってさ、結構お兄さんなんだよね。結構お兄さんなんだけど、でもなんかこの体格というか、この背格好がちっちゃい子というか少年体型で、でもオロロンの方がなんかちょっとちっちゃいのに、幼稚、いや違う、なんて言えばいいの、幼いのにオロロンの方が大きいっていう、あれがやばすぎて早く並べたいんだよね。ほい。変更変えました。そしたらば君たち喋ってくれる？てか初めてじゃない？今シーズン日本語でちゃんと聞くの。2日後。ぐるぐるあさっての明日、翌日、あさって悪ガキが身近にいるから。アハウがね。これ翌日？違う、午前中か。にゃはって言ってんの？かわいいんだけど。2日後の午前中っていつ？ 2 日後の午前中っていつ？あさっての朝5時でいい？ 2 日後いつ？いやもう早くオロロン、おいらのところでオロロンに会いたい。オロロン眺めます。会話シーンにならないと効果がわからないですよ。いけませんよ、じゃあ。本当にそうなんですよ。早く。
慰めたりするのは苦手だが、代償を図ることならできる。
これで、サスケとナルトになってます。サスケ。ね、なんで2日後の午前中っていつ？どうやって帰るのこれ。2日後の午前中っていつ？ギリギリの、本日の超夜にして、そこからあれにする？赤崎さん、こんばんよ。来てくれてありがとう。あさっての午前中。でもさっきからさ、もうぐるぐるして今3日ぐらい進んでんだけど。もうこれで5日ぐらい進んでるよ、今。
約束の時間だ。シロネンに進捗を聞きに行こうぜ。
なんかペーモンってこんなんだったっけ？ペーモンなんか大人っぽくなった？ペーモンなんか大人っぽくなった？おいらの知らないペーモンになってる。久しぶりに聞いたんだけど。日本語だ。ストーリー、伝説任務のストーリーってさ、 カチーナとキーニチ喋る日本語で。英語だと喋んないんだよ。音声がなくて、なんかあるね。
これは必要か？
これは必要。マジで初めて聞いた。自分家で。時計とかなさそうなのに時間指定厳しすぎませんかね。いいぞ、もっと言って。いいぞ、もっと言って。それが改善されたのが、あれだから、ゼンレスゾーンゼロっていうゲームだから。状況はどうだ？
旅人、パイも。
シロネンなんか
残念ながらシトラリからの返事はまだないよ。
ギャルじゃん。
こんな予感はしてたけど。
返信がないってキーニチを無視したってことか？
ペーモン、いつまでも赤ちゃんじゃいられなかったんだね。オイラの記憶では結構日本語のペーモン赤ちゃんみたいな感じだったと思ったんだけど。
名園の主の人も付き合いにくいって言ってる。返信がないのは他の理由かもね。聖火競技場に行って待ってみよう。会えれば話せるかもしれないし。
ギャル。
でもそうか。
ギャル。
じゃあ行こうぜ。
ギャル。むっちゃギャルだった。びっくりした。どこだ？マップ。これだ。はい。サスケとの会話ないやん。会話して。会話してほしい。こっから出会えるかな？出会える？おらんのかーい。出会えんのかーい。
誰もいないぞ。
あれ？
シトラリのやつ、まさか本当にオイラたちを相手にしない気か？
オイラ、キーニチに会いたいよ。
考えられた提案だと思ったけど。
懐かしい。
確かにシトラリには答える義務もないしね。
もう3週間ぐらい経ってるもんね。
これはエンジンの命令なんだぞ。そいつだってエンジンの
みん
民なんだ。
な復習しよう。思い出して。いや、おらんのかーい。いや、本当に。おらんのかーい。
みんなは仲間同士みたいな感じ
てか、マジでキーニチとカチーナ。2人だけかな、喋んないの。
そこに越えられない身分の壁があるってわけじゃない。ただ要望を出すときはいつもすんごい期待をかけてくるけど。
ギャルいいな。ギャル。
エンジンは強いのにあんまり尊大なイメージもないし、優しいやつだけど。
誰もよかったよ。折り紙大学に今日入学しました。新入生です。よろしくお願いします。
さすがにひどすぎるぞ。
新人です。
みんなすごいって言うけど、結局返信もしてくれなかった。
英語音声のみ取ってないってことはないと思いますが。ねえ、あれさ、ストライキの話あったじゃん。アメリカの声優さんの。わお。かわいい。
急に耳元で喋るなよ。
かわいい。
年寄りのおばあちゃんなんだから耳元でささやくのが精一杯でもしょうがないでしょ。か弱い老人が他にどうすりゃいいっていうの？
ちょっと待って、老人ボイスさ、聞きたい。
お前がストラリか？お前って
給与未払いとかあったんだっけ、英語の声優さん。いや、本当にそう。で、それでストライキがなんとかみたいな。でもさ、そんなキンキンに撮ってるって思って。
見た目は若いおじ
耳
いさんとか
元で喋る ASMR。君のような勘のいい。
子供の体をした魔法使いとか。何その顔。こんなおばあちゃんは見たことない？別に若作りじゃないのよ。ほら、
めっ
厚
ちゃ
化粧もして
可
ないでしょ。
愛いんだけど。
言い忘れてたかも。
若いけど。
ストラリは若いけど、ばあちゃんなんだ。
若いけどばあちゃん？
忘れてただけだし。
ファルさんおばあちゃん。
失礼だけどさ、いくつなんだ？
レディーに年を聞くなんて本当に失礼ね。
悪かったぞ。あまりにも変わってるからさ。
さんだ。あさみさんだ。
守りたかったのに。
ストラリおばあちゃんだ。ばあちゃん ASMR。ばあちゃんの ASMR ってさ、 何ばあちゃんって何？
シトラリ、呼んだのはうちだから、責めるならこの子
何
たちじゃなく
ばあ
てうちを
ちゃんの
責めなよ。
衛星もある。
もういいって。そんな真面目な空気にされたら逆にいたたまれなくなっちゃう。
こんなばあちゃんがおってたまるかー。
キーニチが届けてくれた手紙を読んだ時点で来るって
こんなばあ
決めたの。
ちゃん、こんなばあちゃん、
でもそう決めたなら
あえて中国語にして本国味わうのは、
返信する必要もないでしょ。
ね、
直接来ればいいわけで。
何十ギガだったっけ？さっきちらっと出てたよね。追加
出か
の
ける前に
あれが
ちょっとしたトラブルに
言
なっちゃって
語パック。
よくあることでしょ。で、ようやくついてみたらみんな私より早く来てるし、気まずくて出るに出られなく
多分
なっちゃったの。
私さ、ダウンロードもう勝手に2国語をダウンロードすることになってるんだね。
もう話し始めてるし、
ばあちゃんの服
どのタイミングで謝ればいいかわからなくて、しかもよくよく聞けば
ばあちゃん、
私の悪口を言ってるじゃない。
ばあちゃん結構さ、昔
とにかくそういうこと。グラスバーバの葛藤なんて
あれじゃん
知らなくていいけど。
クラブでウェイウェイやってたばあちゃんじゃん。ばあちゃん。
そんな顔するんだ。さっきの
授業もデータある。そうなんですよ。そう。一般のネオユーザーに容量が多いワイの原神。そうなの。はい。俺ってフォロー待ってるの？笑いどころが多すぎるけど、笑ってもいいのかわからない。笑ったら失礼になっちゃうかな。いや、むしろ笑わない方が失礼。わははは。わはははは。わはははは。結構えぐい角度してるね。やばいよね。ハイレグ。ハイレグ。ハイレグ。
本題に戻りましょう。
ハイレグってさ、
コメを作る
す
のに
ごいよね。
私の手助けが必要なんですって。
今回はかなり特殊な状況なんだ。実は
でもさ、最近 K-POP とかでこういうの中に着るの流行ってんだよね。ここ2、3年ぐらい。
マービカ様は外の人のコメを作ってほしいって言ってきたわけ。前代未聞ね。そういえば君たちオロルンのことはもう聞いているのよね。幼い頃からおとなしい子だったからファデュエに入ったなんてありえない。きっと脅されたのよ。
おとなしい子のさ、子がカタカナってなんかさ、日本語翻訳版やばくない？精度高すぎない？
まさにそのために来たんだぞ。オロルンを見つけてやるからコメの問題を解決してくれないか？
君、旅人でいいかしら。こっちに来てちょうだい。顔をちゃんと見せて。
ばあちゃん、ばあちゃん。あれ、オロロンはばあちゃんと一緒に来るんだっけ？違うわ。チャスカか。チャスカと一緒だっけ？一緒っていうか次のシーズン。
人々は富のために争いをやめないけれど、君は黄金を越えた。人々は雷帝と怒涛を恐れたけれど、君は海を渡った。自由を求める疲れた魂よ。最も鮮やかな色彩を持つ緑の葉っぱも君の安らぎを願っている。
どういう意味？
君から見たものよ。君はみんなが思っている以上にたくさんのことを経験してきたのね。そして誠実な英雄の心を持って
ハイレグばあちゃん。
炎と共に暗い夜に入る勇気がある人。
ハイレグばあちゃんさ、でもカラーリングがドリーなんだよね。
何かいるわ。
なんだよ、おいらを脅かさないでくれ。大丈夫か？
知りなさい。はい。八神の国から帰ってきた君の体には魂の残留物がついてたわ。もう払ってあげたけど。
野心じゃなくて八神でよかったのか。八神ライト、デスノート。
そこまでひどいわけじゃないけど、放っておくと精神が不安定になったり気分が悪くなったりするだけ。
払ってもらえてよかったね。
お安いご用よ。
ばあちゃん。
白ね。
ばあちゃんなんかハルさんとは違う
オロルンを見つけてくれたら八神に合わせてあげる。
なんか新しい壁に刺してくる感じ。
大連でじゃないのか？
これほど重要なこと、部族の大礼には決められないもの。異邦人にコメを作れるかどうか決められるのは八神だけ。八神は八神の国を管理する古の生命体で、常に聖火の力を借りてアビスの侵食と戦ってるの。
なるほど。簡単に言うと大霊よりもすごいってことだよな。まあそりゃそうか。八神の国っていうぐらいだもんな。
それはちょっと違う。誰がよりすごいとかって話じゃないのよ。まあ詳しく説明するには複雑すぎるからはしょらせてもらうけど、話を戻すけど、八神が深い眠りについた今、八神の意識とつながる方法は脱婚しかない。簡単に言うと夢を見ることね。脱婚のような儀式を行うにはいくつか用意しないといけないものがあるの。
なぜ夢を
リストにまとめるから準備してくれる？
じゃあうちが行くよ。いろいろいりそうだし、地元の人間の方が土地勘あっていいっしょ。
よし、じゃあオイラたちはストラリと一緒にオロルンを探しに行こうぜ。
相手はファデュイなんだし、くれぐれも気をつけてね。助けが必要になったらいつでもうちを呼んで。
無理はしないぞ。
うちって言ってるのいいな。もう解像度が
こっちはあの割り書きを探さないとね。
高い。
今日は遅刻しちゃってごめんね。実は来る前にオロルンの拠点に行って手がかりを探してたの。あの子は一人で暮らしてるんだけど、拠点にある壺が壊れてたの。あの子が飼ってる年ソミツムシの調子もおかしくて、多分ずっと誰も世話してなかったんでしょうね。部屋の中には刃物を使った跡もあったけど、ナタの武器じゃなかった。あれはスネージナヤ人のものじゃないかしら。
なにースネージナヤだってー。
したってことか？
そういや、今までグラデ入りは神だったけど、なんだみんなグラデ祭りだよね。確かに。そういえば、シロネンもそうだし、ばあちゃんもそうじゃん。
あの子をさらってどうするのよ。
確かに。
オロルンに火がないって言ってるわけじゃないのよ。
これってもしかしてさ、なんか誰でも神になれるからってこと？ナタは。
どうしてあの子がさらわれたのかしら。
なんかそんなこと言ってたよね、最初に。あれ言ってたよね。
あの子を連れ戻して聞いてみないことにはね。
人間が誰でもなれるけど。
でもオロルンを探すには君たちの手助けが必要なの。
そういうこと？
任せてくれ。
ええ。まずはオロルンが最後に目撃されたところに行ってみましょう。
キーニチとカチーナが出てこんかった。キーニチとカチーナをあれしたかったんだけど、ここにさ、言語バック、キャラボイス、13ギガやね、中国語。韓国語は12ギガだ。一番多いのは、確かね、日本語だったはず。ちょっと変えてみよう。なるほどね。デイリーの何かが引っかかってるのか。こんなんすぐ終わるって。こんなん、もう終わってるのに引っかかるとは、これいかに。しょうがないなあ。デイリーくん。はい。これってなんとかモードにしても、そうそう、集中モードってなれないのかな。これか。これをすると、オンにすると、あやつが消える。おー、消えたー。依頼は発生したけど、消えたー。なるほどね。こういう感じになるんだ。デ 手がかりを調べる。それそれそれそれ。あんなにスンって消えるんだね。
This is the spot.
ばあちゃんっぽいじゃ
An
ん。
eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some
いや
Fatui
そうで
soldiers
もない
here.
か。
I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why
Auroron.
he'd suddenly get involved with the
あ
Fatui.
らる。
I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
結構若い感じがするね。あえて全ての国で若々しい感じなのかな。逆になんかファルさんがさ、
Auroron?
ばあちゃん
Well,
ばあちゃんじゃないか。
he was left
う
at the
ん、なん
side
か
of the road
100
as an
年って
infant,
いうあれをちょっ
and
と
the
感じ
people
さ
of the
せるのあ
tribe
った
took
け
him
ど。
in. You could say that everyone had a hand
み
in
捨
raising
て
him.
捨て捨て捨て子だったの。おろろおろろ。なに
He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside.
そんな
He spends most of his days growing vegetables and
そん
raising
な
aphids, living off of what he
雷
harvests from the
男
garden.
子どういうこと？
He's always been such a good kid.
背のも捨て
He'd
られ
even
た
get
し
his
さ、
friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
あれレザーはさ犬に育てられたしさ、なんなの雷男子みんな
Oh well,
なんか
let's
そういう
keep
感じ？
looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive
マジで
such
喋ん
things.
ないのキーニチとカチナだけなんかな。
Here, give me your hand.
神の目がなんか条件みたいなのなかったっけ？なんかめっちゃおもろいんだよ。そんなないんだよ。あんたに与えてやろうって神が思ったらね、与えられるんだよ。一番面白いのが私スクロースだと思ってて、
How about now?
鍋、実験で鍋使ってて、鍋ボカーンってやって、失敗しちゃったって鍋の底見たら神の目があったっていう、あれがね、いっちゃん好き。あれがいっちゃん好き。マジでおもろいなと思って。
Whoa, Paimon
超
can
適
see
当じゃない？
that too.
実
That's
験失
right.
敗したらなん
I
か
used a spell to
鍋の底
temporarily
に神の
transfer
目
a
あったっ
portion
て
of
い
my
う。
senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with
わ
us.
ー、い
First
い
time Paimon's
力
heard anything
だ。
like that.
おいら
It
にも
requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But
おいら
don't
にも
worry,
与えて
it's
く
a
れ
cinch
よ。
for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
パイモン。
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
もう出会えないのかな？キーニチとカチーナに。スクロース。私がなんか一番おもろいと思っているスクロースの神の目を手に入れた。どこだっけ？神の目。一番下？ここか？いや、違うな。ストーリーか。ストーリーの、これだ。ストーリー、神の目。そう。何の変哲もないとある午後の出来事。159回目のタンポポの種を煮込む実験を始めようとしていた。しかし、鍋が急に突然一瞬で部屋が上下で満たされた。鍋が、うわーってなって、怪我を、やけどをしたから手袋をしている。かつ、そこからその鍋の中になんと、神の目が、静かに横たわっていたのであった。 条件っていうか代償という何かあった気がする。両手のやけどが代償って結構軽くない？軽くないか。重いか。でもさ、動かないわけじゃないもんね。平蔵とか結構重いんだよね。平蔵。なんか友達が、友達がね、犯罪者だったんだよね。友達だと思ってたんだけど、その友達犯罪者で、なんだったっけ？そう、犯罪者だったんだけど、なんか死んだんだっけ、結局。そう。しかも、死んだんだよね。一番重いと思う、平蔵が。本当に、これだけで、スピンオフ作れるぐらい、結構重たいよね。これはね、マジで、やばい。アルハイゼンは、あれです。なんかあった。セノも、なんか本読んでたらあった。チナリは、素人質問で恐縮ですがのところのくだりで、なんか出てきた。神の目が。カーベは何やったっけ？カーベはどうやって神の目出てきたんだっけ？カーベもなんかあったっていうあれだっけ？カーベは、結構長いね。私読んでないのかな、カーベのこと。読んだと思ったんだけどな。なんか食べ物の中にあったんだよね。そう、自分が作ったご飯の中にあったんだよね。そうだった。カーベもなんかあったんだ。このスメール男子、みんななんかあったっていうのいいよね。
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy
Now
to talk
young.
to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough?
そん
That
な
can't be, right?
おじさん構文
Don't tell me they're still
に
getting
悩
the
んでるお
impression
じ
that
さん
I'm
みたい
super
な。
old-fashioned.
そんな心の声が聞こえるようになってしまった。
Was that Sweet Lolly's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
任してもろてー。拠点。
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look. That little brat, I swear.
おろろん。おろろん。
Yep, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd.
ちょっと
Let me see.
おかしい。ペロ、妙だな。
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
あなたの
This is a
あなたの
distress
心
signal
に
for
語
the
りかけて
masters
い
of
ま
the
す。
Night Wind.
未
Only
読。
someone from our tribe would
今、
recognize
あな
it.
たの脳内に直
So
接語りかけてい
Aurora
ま
was
す。
indeed being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to
今、
be discreet.
あなたの
In other words,
脳内に
he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, We can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
おろおろろ、おろろ、おろろ、早く会いたい。オイラも早く会いたい、オロロに。オロロ、おろろ、おろろー。おろろ。月、やばない？めっちゃ綺麗なんだけど、こんな綺麗だったっけ？その国から見えるあれで違うとかある？こんな綺麗だった？モンド帰ってみる？こうやって突然あちこち移動する。セータさん、こんばんよ。来てくれてありがとう。こんばんよ。オロロに会いたくてオロローと泣いてるな。どうだ、面白くないか？オロロー、オロロー、オロロー、オロロー。やっぱさ、月のサイズ違くない？こっちから見たらさ、ちょっとなんかちっちゃくない？これ、キーニチの、これね。で、中から見る、あれが、これ。一緒ぐらいか。一緒ぐらいやったか。そんな変わらんか。でもなんかすごくクリアに見えるくない？気のせいか。なんか全部気のせいかもしれん。ねえ、オロロンはいつ出会えるの？もうちょっと先？オロロン。オロロン。オロロン。オロロン。オロロン。でもなんか喋んなかったらどうしよう。喋ってほしい。大きさが変わるの天空の島。確かにあれなんかさ、突然でかくなったりするところあったよね。なんかモンドから見たらちっちゃいけど、リーウェイから見たらちょっとでかいみたいなさ。
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid.
なんで
I
how
see no
much って言
reason
って
why
んの？
he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm
I don't know
convinced
how
that what the
much
witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to
早
extract
すぎて全然
information.
聞き取れないや。
However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in that land? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
オロロンはどんな子なの？おじさんに教えてくれないかな？
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant,
ああ、
and
ス
the
テ
people
ゴ。
of
ス
the tribe took him in.
テゴのオロロ
You
ン。
could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
ステゴのオロロン。
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good
野
kid.
菜運んでくれる。
He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
野菜嫌いだけど、オロロンが育てて作った野
Oh
菜な
well,
ら
let's keep looking.
頑張って食べ
He
るわ、お
can
じさん。
answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
オイラに
Oh,
は
right.
見えないよ。
I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
この主人公、岩主人公だね。幻想シアターか。 幻想シアターで変えたんだったね。
How about now?
あさってしあさってに幻想シアター変わるってこと？
What do you see?
What the fuck?
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
さらにばあちゃんって言われたけど種族なんだろう。
I
エル
used
フ
a
でもな
spell
さ
to
そうだけど。
temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
何なんだろう
For a
ね。
short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston
タル
too.
ザンみたいなもんかな。
Wow, you can even share your
もう
senses
そもそも人間じゃないの
with us.
かな。
Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing
Ara?
stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
さっきもそれ言ってなかった？
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
今度はちゃんと言ってるってこと？と
What does she mean by
確かに
deep
髪
and
飾りがロボっ
confusing?
ぽい。
As far as elderly
さっきも
shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy
さっ
to
きも言って
talk
たよ
to.
ね。
Is there any
だけど
other
お
old
酒飲む
hag
し
who's
な。
as
あ、
fluent
確か
in the
に。
language of the youth as me?
酩酊したばあちゃんの
But is my way
あ
of
れあったね。
speaking still not trendy
なんか
enough?
さ、
I've
エンド
already
レス
tried my
8
best
して
to
る
match their
私。
speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable
あれ
enough?
エンドレス8してる。
That can't be,
あれ
right?
あれ
Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
あれあれあれ無限ループって怖くね？あれ無限ループしてた？えこれしよう？
Was that Sweet Lolly's voice?
一回移動したから？え、でも話自体はあれだったよね。途中からちゃんと始まったよね。あれ？え？
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time.
あの移動したことによってモンドに一回立ち寄ったことでリセットされた、もしかして。
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident.
モンドに行ってしまっ
Looks
た
like
か
our
ら。
work will go smoothly.
あ、そうかもしれない。
There's a new camp over there.
そうかもしれない。さっきここ来
Let's
た。
go.
さっきここ来たね。
Yeah.
で、オロルン、
Judging by Paimon's
っていうところだったね。
experience
そんな仕様やったんやな。ね。
Wait.
なんか
The
結構戻らされられるんだね。
Let me see.
なるほどね。投資でやったのにもう一回ちゃんとやり直してねってい
A
う。
small shape here.
途中で移動しちゃいけませんよ。
Some sort of symbol?
みんな途中で移動しちゃ
This
ダメ
is
だ
a
よ。
distress signal for the masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him, fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
結構戻った。で、ここでさ、壊して、オロローンって、オロローンって言いながら言ったもんね。 引き続き進んで、引き続き起動しとくか。起動することで私は2日目を生きる。
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is
そして
jumbled up.
妖怪
I can also smell a mix of
サン
elements
デー
in
じ
the
ゃん
air.
1日目
Pyro,
2日目
electro, and some other elements as well.
4日目
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways.
おろ
Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
おろろ
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
おろろおろろ
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well.
おろろおじさんが助けに行くからねおろろ
I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later. Roron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had
オ
any
イラたち
trouble
だ
with
け
it in the
が
past.
すべて
Maybe
を
we're
聞
a
くこと
special
ができ
case
る
and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
オイラたちだけがこの世のすべてを聞くことができる。結局あれからキニチとカチなど出会ってな、あ、しまった。あ、これ体力めっちゃあるんやった、あの鹿。
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
急げ、急げ、ほい、ほい。おろろん、おろろん。
Did you find something?
その後はあるけど、完全に途切れた。
So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here.
おろろん。
That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
これもしかしてオロロン？これもしかしてオロロン？今のがオロロン？画面が暗い。オロロン、オロロン。あ、いや、オロロンおらんな。オロロン。
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
やばーい、オロローン、オロオロローン、俺だー、俺だー。
Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
やばない最初のため息。
Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
やばーい、オロロ
Ah, Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke.
オロロンさ、結構髪長いんだね、よく見たら君。うわー、かわいい。何その、なんかピンクと青色。ピンクと青色。
My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
わー、出たー。
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
隊長、本当にいい声だね。何が目的？オロロンを僕にください。
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust MAYOch, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
オロロンさ、オロロンめっちゃかっこいいんだけど。オロロン。
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
平気です。そんなことよ
Don't
り、
worry.
お孫
We
さん
can
を僕
take
に
a
くださ
short
い。
break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this
キリカ
trip
さん、
with
起き
me.
てもまだやっとるよ。起きてもまだやっとるよ。だって今始まったばっかりでしょ、これ。で、はい。はい。お孫さんを僕にください。
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
おろろん。おろろん。
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
おろろん。シトラリが見つけた拠点に行く約束通り来てくれたとある条件を出した失踪した孫のオロルンを探してほしい。もう本当に孫なんだね。なんかどういう関係なんですかね。本当にお孫さんを僕にくださいでいいんですかね。お孫さんをおじさんにください。
Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
おろろいる。
That's
お
Auroron.
ろろ
So he really was taken by the
あ
Fatui.
おろろ
All right, we'll take the lead.
おろろおじさんが今から助けに行くね。おろろん。かわいい。あー、かわいい。
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have
名
work
前
to
がある。
do?
コステリスキ
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1. Still trying to resist?
ー。あら、
You've got
あら
no idea who you're up against.
おろろ、おろろ、おろろ、おろろ、あ、おろろ、あ、おろろ、助けて。かわいい。かわいいんだけど。おろろかわいい。待って、これさ、あれ先に。ちょっと待って、死んだんだけど。待って、これさ、帰ったらめんどくさいやつだね。ヒーラー2人もいて死ぬ。マジちょっと良くないよ。白ね、でも67なんだよね。レベルが6。てかさ、表に出ないと回復しないんだよね。だってこれさ、ちょっと待って、だって倒せないかもしれん。強すぎる君たち。死んだー。どうやって回復するんだ。食らったら死ぬが。なんだっけ、爆発切ってたら回復するんか。もうダメだ、死にかけだ。みんな死にかけだ。ばあちゃん助けてー。ばあちゃん助けてー。ばあちゃんで一回帰るか。ちょっとあまりにもあれがなさすぎる。ど こ出して天神像は。これや。どこから始まるんや。やっぱりヌビレットじゃないと。いや、アルハイゼンで行こう。俺がやろう。ここは俺がやろう。あ、こっから始まるんだね。
Look over there. Huh? That's Aurora.
All right, we'll take the lead.
何回見ても可愛いね、この角度君。なんかゴツゴツしたブーツっていうのが
Don't you have
すご
work
く
to
いい。
do?
あと眉毛がちょっと太いのも可愛い。
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth.
Huh?
Wow.
今度
So
は
Lolly's struggling to control her
今度は
temper now.
覚えてろよ。
Are you
ハデー
ready?
のやつらめ。
Let's go kick their on my. Still trying to
こっ
resist?
ちは神を2人も
You've
連れて
got
きてん
no
だ。
idea who you're up against.
神を2人も連れてきてるんだとか言う。
Echo and song.
A process of elimination.
こっちは神2人も連れてきてんだ。ああ、おかわりね。あ、よかった、アルハイゼンできて。これはね、アルハイゼンでよかったわ。
Auroron.
オロロン。
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eatsley, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
何グレー
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
グレーニ
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell me he's one of those
Granny.
people who look like an adult but are actually
グ
only
ラ
8 or
ン
9
ニー
years
も
old.
祖母なんだ。
Oh,
へえ。
your words have pierced my
Granny.
heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
なるほどね。
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the masters of the night wind raised me collectively, I
グレーニー
basically
は
see everyone above a
親し
certain
みを
age
込
as
め
an
て
elder I should look up to.
使われる。へえ。みんな親戚？みんなじいちゃんばあちゃん？グレーニー。若い世代からのおばあちゃんに対する愛称として広く普及している。へえ。家族の中での親しい関係。グレーニー。本当におばあちゃんとかじゃなくてばあちゃん。すごいね。絶妙だね。本当に翻訳。
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your
へへ、下っ端。
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
オロロン、
Okay,
足
now answer me
長っ。
honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value, and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my
野
homegrown
菜持ってい
vegetables
こ
as
うか
well?。
手土産ね。わびの品ね。
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden.
わび、
I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky
わ
about
び
the
の野
selection.
菜を。
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
マジで可愛いんだけど、オロロン。なんかさ、このなんかぼーっとしたさ、これさ、本当にそうなのかな、なんていうのかな、何オロロンいないなったんだけど、あれオロロンいないなったんだ。やっぱじゃあさっきのところでオロロン鑑賞会しないとあれだった。てか、なんかこの辺、骨いっぱいあるのこれなんだっけ、閉じ込められた竜。はい。あ、何か鍵がある？それともこれ今じゃなくていいやつ？さあ、オロロン絶対欲しいんだけど、オロロン。けどさ、ナヒーダと一緒にセトスが来るじゃん。
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
この
Now that you know
この
Auroron
ジー
was
パン
only
さ、
trying to protect another member of his
絶対なん
tribe,
か七分丈と
could
かにな
I
ってそ
ask
う。
you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
足長すぎて。
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
あのブーツ、ちょっと
Will
長
I
いブー
need
ツな
to
の。
stay here?
このツンツルテンの丈を
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali
ちょ
is
っと
willing
どう
to
に
serve
か
as
しよう
your
って履いてる
guarantor,
説
that we can release you from
ありま
custody.
す。
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report
Mr.
back to the
Auroron.
speaker's chamber as soon as you've received
Mr.
notice of the
Auroron.
Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, other Granny.
グレーニー。新しい単語を覚えた。グレーニー。
fun! Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler? What? The captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lally and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
翌日の夜まで待つ。翌日の夜20時。本日翌日20時。ほろる。なんか野菜育ててるとか、すごいおばあちゃん子っていうのはネタバレを散々見まくって、はい、もうあれだったんですけど、なんか実際この目で見ると、思った以上に可愛くて、オロロン可愛いねってなって。どこに行くんだ ?345 メートル。結構遠い。ちょっとさ、ここはやっぱり元祖雷男子で行くか。雷男子はオロルンを救う。俺たちでどうしよう。でもこれだけだとさ、ちょっとあれだよね。ささやかなヨーヨーとか入れとく。ささやかなヨーヨーとささやかなナヒーダ入れとく。どうしよう。幼女とお兄さんとお兄さん。お兄さんとお兄さんと幼女と幼女だね。かわいいね。リーダちゃん、本当にかわいいね。約束の場所に来ました。ここもともと何があった？最初からこんな感じだったっけ？あれ？誰もいないぞ。そして誰もいないなった。おら。へへへ。ビビりすぎ。
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
平門おばあちゃん。平門ばあちゃん。
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
隊長。
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon MAYOch would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
本当に倒せるのか。いや、俺が倒すんで安心してください。俺たち倒せます。
Will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan.
なんでこのあれはこの役がオロロンだったんだろうね。
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
オロロンじゃないといけない何かがあったんだと思うんだけどさ。
Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
神の心を奪い、彼女の代わりに実行する。まさかそれって。
That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the
関係ないんかーい。
Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
本当に可愛いんだけど。
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
See, Lolly? When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
激おこやん。
Calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
ばあちゃん激おこだ。オロルンどこ行った？あれ？なかなか 出会えないね、オロロンにね。宝箱はないようだ。オロロン。
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time.
キャプテンなんだ、隊長は。本当にそのまんまだね。キャプテ
No
ン。
answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
あ、
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this.
確かにちょっと気まずい。
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy.
友達がいるだっ
Wait,
て
do your friends really do that?
友達がいる
Yes.
友達
And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
どんな友達だい
But you're the one
さん
getting
に
your
詳
head
しく教
shaved
えてくれないか
off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables. I don't need anything from you.
あ、じゃあすねちゃったよ
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal
全
history.
然
I'm starting to get
お
lost.
ーね置いてけぼりだね
That's
おいら
not
た
it,
ち
Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
あれオロロ行っちゃったオロロ
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, It can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Ugh, little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
ブレイクスレイク
Still,
やばすぎ
feel like he needs to
ば
run
あちゃん
from us. If his goal is also to
ちゃんや
protect
べえよ
that land, then can't we work together?
ばあちゃんやばすぎるよ
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
오로롱 食えないやつだぜオロロン
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really?
俺が払う
You're
よ
not gonna take her offer?
俺が
That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. She seems to be having a hard time. She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want
イオン
to
で
be fancy, Lolly.
孫に買ってあげるばあちゃん
Don't worry.
じゃん
I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will
ばあ
work
ちゃんが何で
wonders.
も買ってあげるからねばあちゃんとイオンに行ったことないけどこれさこれでワープしていった方が良かったね屋台本当はどこに行くの本当はここから屋台酒場ってどこ結局入らないといけんのかはい新しいなんちゃら宇宙終わらせてきた新しいあれか新しいなんちゃら宇宙で早くない全部100じゃないけどクエストとしては終わったあれ
What are you looking at?
私は今日折り紙大学に入学したというのに
Standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they
でも
twins?
明日からも私はいっぱい配信するからばあちゃんもね猛録しとるやんそれ
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me
急
another
にうちに
bottle,
飛んできた
boss.
ラムハは強すぎて壊したあ
Do you think she's
おめでとう南突のランハですか
There you go, miss. Oh my, not every day you
待
get
っ
to
て、
see Granny
ばあちゃん
Italy
がお
here
酒
with
飲ん
some
でんだったら
friends.
私も飲もうか
Not to
な。何
mention
飲む
ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
何飲みたい
So you've heard of us?
うわー、
Of
20連したら
course
あ、
I have.
言ってたね。20
Aren't
連
you
って
the
言って
ones
た
who
わ、そういえ
saved
ば。
Katrina and brought her
20 連
back?
って出た
No
よ。
wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali.
サンデーの公園水持ってて、そうだ、その流れしたね、その話。
I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
知恵のサンデーの公園水はいいぞっ
It'd
て。
probably be more
なんちゃら
accurate
ちゃ
for
で
me to call
1000
her
万ダメ
my
ージ
great
ちょっと何を言ってるかわ
great
からないな。
She's one of the
本当だっ
most
たらおばあ
famous
様。
people at the Masters of the Night Wind.
おばあ
Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
おばあ様は何だったの？
Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chanka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our
Granny.
regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
グレイに。かわいいじゃん、ばあちゃん。
Seat Lowy? Seat Lowy?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to
Call
test
me
your
by
skills
first name で
against
呼び捨てって言うんだ。
Granny Eatsley, don't
お
ya?
もろ。
Are you still with us, Seat Lowy? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You
Stolari.
brats start it, I
見てると
finish
さ、
it,
あれ
and
思い
then
出す
I
よ
end
ね
up。with the reputation of being some kind
な
of
んとかかんと
terrible
かナイト
monster
フィ
among
ーバ
the
ー。
shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Seat Lowy, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids.
へへ。
Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
新入りです
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
すごくわかりやすかった。ありがとう、シトラリ先生。
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Night Wind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So, you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too
ま
much.
た激おこおばあ
It's
ち
just
ゃんに
like
なっ
when
ちゃ
you're
った
rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
死んだ魚みたいな目。死んだ魚のような
I
目
have
か
things。to share with you.
looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
はい、ばあちゃん。うわ、ばあちゃん。ばあちゃんとオロルン一緒に使いたい。使えるのかな。どこに行くの ?53 メートル。そんなに遠くない。ちょっと遠い。ん？どうやって行くのそれ。わからないときはキラキラをたどっていく。ここだ。上だ。ここだ。
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
連れてきてくれてありがとう。
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls.
生贄オロロ生贄なの?
The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
それって死なせるってこと?
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, There was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's... go to bed.
オロロン生贄やったんかー。オロロン。あ、ここにワープすると絶対ここから始まるのね。じゃあ歩きますか。ベッド長っベッド長っおベッド長っこうやって見るとそうでもないのにね。でも3幕2時間くらいだけど4幕通しでやるとマジで長すぎるから腰抜かす。ちなみに今もうすでに2時間経ってるよ。いや最初でもちょろちょろなんかしてたから、まあ、まだ実質50分ぐらいだけど、一応11時40分ぐらいからやってたし、いやまあ50分だ。いや僕投資でやったけど4時間かかった。3はそろそろ終わるってことね。いやオロロンのところがちょっとあれだったね。あれしてたね今さっきやり直しオロロンが。いやでもさこれやらないと シトラリのシトラリじゃないや、シロネンのさ、あれができないんだよ。
I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you. Alright, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
行きますか。スタジアム。スタジアム。あれ？捕まった。あ、喋るのかな？どう？喋ってるよ、マラに。
Perfect. Our star outlander has appeared. Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole star outlander thing?
じゃあ本当に勝ちだと金日だけ？
We've got a real
喋んない
emergency
の。
on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your
あ
skills.
ー、なんてセクシーなお姉様。
Quick rundown of the situation first. The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
やっぱアビスは悪いやつなんや。
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so
フ
they're
ェイ
safe
クは
for
モ
now.
ブだな。
But I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on
モブ
heading
の
back
モ
to
デ
the
ル。
Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me. What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go? I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
隊長からある情報を得ました。
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
ああ、このモブのモデルの子あれか。
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright.
あ
Let's
れ
hurry
や。
up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
アニメの服みたいなの着てるって言ってた子だ。あったね。そういえばそんなことが。なにここ。こんなところでなんかしてる。はい。教えてくれてありがとう。人工温泉。はい。水の掛け合いはダメです。ガチャ。あ、普通にちゃんと溺れるやつやん、ここ。あ、何なんか拾った。あー、本がこんなところに。初めて入ったね、ここに。マービーか。あれあの人たち消えちゃった。 あれムアラニたちどっか行った？いないなったね。はい、どうも俺たちです。
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What? So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
ムアラニー、ムアラニー、俺だー。あ、いなくなっちゃった。ああ、この扉開けたらすぐやったんか、今のところ。ちょっとすごいぐるっと回っちゃったじゃん、さっき。全然一周回っちゃったんだけど。どこに行くんだ？こっから行くか。中にいるっていうのにスメールから逃れられないよ。ちょっとスメールじゃない草っ子いるけど。あ、カチーナや喋るんかな。カチーナボイスありますか？
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
あ、喋らない。全員避難してもらったよ。ってことはやっぱりキイニチも喋んないんや。なんで躍動。
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
あ、私も行く。なんでだろうね、本当に。なんであの二人だけなんだろう。逆走や。始まりの知恵。
Stay safe. We've got this.
全員お試し？全員お試しか。あれ、私もお試し？何これ。お、これは置いといてほい、乗ってトントントン、いやー、いやー、2、3、いやー、いやー。
All right. Letting brave names echo.
Japan! Get back! Carving wave! Surf's up!
普通に15万とか出るのやばくない？
Let's shred, Sharky!
普通に10万とかポーンって出る。
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
よかった。さっきは本当に焦ったよ。
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
That makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
鳥間。もう鳥間なんて言ってる人おらんて。 鳥場戻ろうか。久しぶりに聞いたわ。
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
カチーナちゃん。カチーナちゃんとキニチが。
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time.
残りの2人の英
Keep
雄。
pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
トップシークレットって言ってたの
Somehow
に
the captain
口が
finds out
軽い
about
な
it,
主人公。
goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officer should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do. You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. Alright. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha!
祝賀会ね。そう、祝賀会って大事だからさ。
Moika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow
風
them.
船にも俺たちは
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
風船にも俺たちはファデュイを見つけてしまい、後をつけて
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
麻薬の取引現場を目撃した俺はこっそり後をつけて
No, wait. It looks like they're protecting
目が
a
覚
group
め
of
たら
travelers.
体が縮んでしまっていた。
Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan.
本当にコナンじゃん。
Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
何かの取引を
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of
怪しい奴らの取引を目撃した俺は
cancel your journey and seek shelter at the
奴らに気づかれて目が覚めたら体が縮んでしまっていた。
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
お腹空いてきた。
If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
お腹空いてきた
So
ぜ。
this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
マジで美しい顔が。
Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
飛び降りる。時間制限のある。
Good. I made it without getting caught.
かくれんぼの音楽や。お、この配信。
But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal.
あ、かくれんぼや。
That's it. Now's my chance.
しかも勝手に動いてくれる方や。
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait! I've got it!
なんだこいつらは。
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stinks! What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
Alright. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from that land don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be where I was
야노프
looking for.
스키.
Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? Gah. You'll regret that!
逃げろ。
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were
シャスカ
fighting,
マ
right?
ジで美人すぎる。
So my perfect
サムちゃ
record
ん、こんばん
remains.
よ。来てくれてありがとう。
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
シャスカとクイクに別れを告げる。アビスとの戦いは成功し、危機は去った。これは一時的な勝利に過ぎない。大切なものに気づいた人々だったが、絶え間ない戦いと探索に消耗し尽くしてしまった。どこに行くんだ？こっちかーい。どっから行くの？上から行くか。全然宝箱もまだいっぱいあると思うんだけどな。スキャンしながら行くぜ。
What's next for you two?
これからどうするん
I'm
だい？
taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she
後ろに
actually
敵がいる。
rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal
マジ
until
で
you
美人。
collapse. What if the
ジャ
abyss
ス
attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel,
美しすぎ
you're
る
not gonna rush
顔
out
の
the
も
minute you
あ
hear
れ
the
が
alarm?
モデリングが。
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the
なん
off
だろうね。
chance something like that were to happen, I might.
バランスか
I'm
な
a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or
I'm
tiring
a
the work
doctor.
gets.
最近デュオリンゴでやったこれ。真剣ゼミで見たー。
I guess you're right, but I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
お、ドイツ配信お疲れ。マジニム
You're all good now?
ありがとうね。ありがとうね、ドイツメンバーシップ更新ありがとうね。ありがとういち。もうそんな時期か。そんな時期だったね。
Neither of us
あ
are
り
really
が
the
と
type to
う。
back down.
13ヶ月。今
So we'll
月
always
も
have
よ
our
ろしくね
differences.。
ありがとう
But。still, we get along in our own way.
なんか全部やろうと思ったんだけどさ。これが3で次が4なんだけど。3が2時間って言って今ね、もうやがて2時間半ぐらい。
See you later, traveler in Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your
明
family.
日起きたらやろうかな。また後でね。
Take care of yourselves out there.
まだ全然ね、かくれんぼのところだね。
Probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
一番気になるのは隊長が何をしようとしているのか。でもね、これキニチとカチーナ喋らないんだよね。
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders.
食べたいステーキ。いや、お腹空
Hey,
いたんだよね、
friends
今。
don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah.
普通にお腹空いた。
Roran has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroran is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroran came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
Paimon's surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
맞아.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together,
맞아,
right?
大丈夫だよ。みんなばあちゃん。そうだよ。みんなばあちゃんのこと頼りにしてっから。大丈夫だよ、ばあ
Seeing
ちゃ
him
ん。
come back reminded me of when he was little, running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every
余
single
裕
one.
のよっちゃ。余裕のよっちゃやばいな。
Look.
すごい昔のなんか
Remember
テ
how
レ
I
ビの
said
ネタだよね。
Auroron's soul
余
is
裕のよっちゃ。
fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable. And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things,
オロロの
and
友達。
he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can.
なるほ
That
ど
trick
ね。
he used to bring you to the
ばあ
Night
ちゃんだから
Kingdom
できる。
isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
わからんな。おいらにばあちゃん、おいらばあちゃんいないのか。家族でも葛藤ある。でも家族だからこそ見守らないと。
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. I don't scare that easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
You really mean it? Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying. You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
이그대. 야사이.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future.
本当に野菜育ててる。
And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Ah, can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
Be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Night Wind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description.
顔がいい.
I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Sitlali is her name.
Granny? What does an outlander want with her?
顔がいい, 오로룬.
I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Sitlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning.
マジで顔が良い。オロロ。オロロ。オロロ。なんか3結構あるね。ボリュームが。可愛いしか顔良いし、なんなんだこの子。
The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord.
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
タルコ。
What is
タル
it?
コどうした？
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there is no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm?
こうやって見たらなんかかっこいいね、やっぱバディ。
It seems like his subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. What is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
He's going
sir.
inside, but the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Sitlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Sitlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Sitlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastly, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Ororo. 生贄のオロロ。
I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Of course. I'm just... I'm so mad at him.
ひよこばあちゃん。
After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in that land will be affected. Oh, this is...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving that land? Oh, we've got to tell MAYOch about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this. Now.
今すぐ行こう。おー、3が今から行こうっていうところで終わったね。いや、これ明日やるか、続き。一旦フォンテーヌに帰る。もうスメールにも帰れない。ナヒーダ拾っちゃうから。もうフォンテーヌに帰るしかない、俺たちは。で、もうお腹も空いたし、デイリーも受け取るし。デイリー、デイリーは終わってんだわ。なんだ？ああ、原石か。まず原石もらっといて、樹脂、作るじゃん？なんか取りに行ったく、今日なんだよね。白年、足りるかな？いや、取りに行くか。これ消化して終わろう。いや、ボリュームすごいね。本当に。さすが伝説任務じゃない、魔人任務。ある配膳。なんでもある配膳で行けばいいと思ってる。なんでもある配膳で行けばいいと思ってるから。アルハイゼンじゃないな。いや、アルハイゼンでいいか。やっぱヌベレットかな。28秒。でも異物取りに行くかな。異物取りに行くか。異物取りに行くか。なかなか出ない異物でも取りに行きますか。じゃあ一回固めて、でも明日っていうか日付変わったら割とすぐに朝早い時間からやろうかな。じゃないとだって間に合わないもんね。あと 何時間よ。1日と16時間。あっという間だよ、本当に。異物どこだっけ？ここだ。はあ。なんだっけ敵。あー、3匹バージョンか。まずった。まずった。これ、カッパで行った方が良かったやつや。対戦を当てないことには。わーい。すごい、もうハメ殺しがすごい。もうハメすぎやないの、君たち。何か更新できるものは来ないかな。ベネット、てかさ、ベネットのペンって1万ぐらい出てたね、今。しれっと。この流れが7万とか出んの、君。やるね。はい。はい。いつものやつ。はい。ちょ。7万7000ってさ、もはやさ、8万見えてるよね、それ、これ。おお。終わってた。ここ放浪者くんいいな。いや、これパイセンが上がってればいいんだな。はい。あと2回。絶妙にベネットが足りないんだよね。めっちゃいい感じじゃん、このチーム。今チーム感じやねん。はいはい。会心ダメージ、会心率、攻撃のパーセントとかいう異物ないかな。あれ、なんか残してる。君か。これでラストかな。これでラスト回収してフォンテーヌに帰って今日は寝ます。収穫なし。すごいね、5回とも言って本当に希望すら見えんかった。フォンテーヌで、明日は壺でチラシを交換できるからちょっとだけ育てられるね。シロネンがアデンと正式な面会して彼が追い求めるものは一体1600。おお、10連分たまった。ちょっとナヒーダの時楽しみだね。セトスが1つできたらいいな。あと3セトス。3セトス。そう、あと3セトスだから、来てほしいな。では。全部やろうと思ったけど、とてもやれる量じゃなかったので、一旦3で切りたいと思います。明日、日中続きをやるね。 またこれそうだったら来てくれたら嬉しいです。ほいではおやすみなー。おつおつおつまよ。おやすみ。また明日ねー。
Exactly.
An
But none of
antique's
them believed
value
me.
is in the eye of the beholder.